Welcome to the Masorah Torah podcast for Parshas Shemos. Join us as we explore the weekly Parsha, uncovering valuable insights and striving to become the best versions of ourselves through Musar teachings. The Gemara in Sotah on Daf Yud Aleph Amud Aleph tells us that Pharoah had three advisors, Billam, Iyov, and Yisro. He asked each of the advisors what to do with Beni Yisroel's, or to do about Beni Yisroel's exponential growth. Billam said that they should kill Beni Yisroel, and he, as a result, was ultimately killed for that suggestion. Iyov said nothing, and he was given tremendous troubles in his life. Just take a look at the book of Iyov, and you'll see those. Yisro said that they should be saved, and he was rewarded to have descendants as members of the Sanhedrin. However, if you look at it, it seems that the punishment that Iyov received was worse than the punishment that Billam received. All Iyov did was be quiet. Why should it be that he received a stricter punishment than the one who suggested to kill the Jews? Rav Chaim Shmulevitz in Sichos Musar answers the question with the words of Rashi in Meseches Kiddushin Daf Pei Amid Beis. Rashi there explains a passuk in Eicha the following way: why should one complain? What good does lamenting do for a person to rely on instead of being cautious with their inclinations or desires? As long as one lives, they need to overcome their averos, for if not, their inclination will overcome them and cause them to sin. Rav Chaim continues to explain that this means life itself is a tremendous gift, and it doesn't matter what kind of problems you're having. If you are alive, that is the good thing. As the Gemara says in Ksuvas Daf Lamed Gimel Amid Beis, the punishment of death is worse than any hardship that you have while you are alive. Additionally, we see that David HaMelech in Tehillim, Parak Kuf Yud Ches, passuk Yud Ches, says something similar. And I'll just quote the passuk in English here, where it says, "The Hashem punished me severely, but he did not hand me over to death." Rav Chaim heard the following mashal from Rav Lev Chasman, who was the Menahel Ruchni in the Chevron Yeshiva, which incidentally was a branch of the well-known Musar Yeshiva, the Slobodka Yeshiva. And the mashal is as follows. A person won a raffle which had attached to it a very large cash prize. At the same time he heard about his winning this raffle, his house was broken into. If someone is going to let a small thing like his house being broken into to mar the joy they have when they've won this lottery, that doesn't make any sense at all. You wouldn't be worried about your house being broken into. You have all this money now to recover that. Similarly, life is the greatest prize we could ever receive. When we face difficulties and challenges, they pale in comparison to the gift of being alive. This helps us understand why Iyov's punishment, though severe, was actually more merciful than Billam's. Billam lost his life, the greatest gift of all, while Iyov, despite his tremendous suffering, retained the precious gift of life and the opportunities it presents. The Torah is teaching us a profound lesson about perspective. When we face hardships, our natural reaction might be like Iyov, to remain silent, to withdraw, to avoid taking a stand. But this passive approach reflects a fundamental misunderstanding of the value of life itself. Every moment we are alive is an opportunity to grow, to make a difference, to stand up for what's right. Rav Chaim's interpretation shows us that while Iyov's sufferings were indeed great, he still had the ultimate bracha, life itself, and with it, the capacity to overcome his challenges and emerge stronger. This is why the passuk in Tehillim we mentioned earlier emphasizes, "But Hashem did not hand me over to death," because any punishment that allows us to retain life also allows us to retain hope and the potential for growth. As we conclude our discussion today, let's take this powerful message to heart. Life, with all its challenges, is the greatest gift we have been given. When we face our own trials, rather than remaining silent like Iyov, we should recognize them as opportunities for growth and take actions to stand up for what is right, like Yisro did. This has been the Musar Torah podcast for Parshas Shemos. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to sharing with you more insights next week. Remember, every challenge in life is an opportunity for growth, and every moment of life itself is a precious gift worth celebrating. Have a good Shabbos.